Today we're going to be looking at some people who got called out in TikTok.
So, my best friend is a gay man, and one thing that will never fail to shock me is the amount of men who message him on Grindr that have girlfriends and even wives. I should actually say my friend doesn't really use Grindr, but whenever we kind of go on holidays, he'll always go on just to kind of see who's about. If you're single, you'll get it. It's like you just want to go on when you go away somewhere and see who's about. You've probably already swiped through all the single people in your hometown. One time in particular, we were on holidays in Ibiza and we were staying in this hotel that was near the Golden Buddha, which is a restaurant in Ibiza. This guy was texting him being like, "Oh, I'm just in the Golden Buddha with my girlfriend having lunch, but I can get away for half an hour and come meet you." Another time we were actually just staying in Dublin and a guy in the same hotel as us was texting my friend saying he was down having breakfast with his wife, but that he could sneak off and meet my friend in the hotel room. Just recently, my friend was in Barcelona on holidays and he sent me the Instagram profile of this Arab influencer who has like over 200,000 followers on Instagram, who he said was at a gay bar the night before, getting with men. And on this man's profile picture on his Instagram was his wedding photos with him and his wife. My friend actually unsent me the profile because he was convinced that I would probably go ahead and message his wife. Which honestly, he probably wasn't far wrong. I don't believe in outing people, but I think it's different when you're cheating on someone and wasting years of their life that they could be spending looking for real love. Luckily for me, if I ever have a husband, I have someone on the inside.
Exactly, I've noticed I've been through that a lot of times. You know, like these men should just be themselves, they should just come out. But it's so interesting though, it's like they really are quite sneaky. So yeah, if you are in a relationship, definitely get tested because you don't know who your partner could be sleeping with.
When I turn to a grown up, I don't want to be a fat grown up. I want to be a skinny grown up.
Do you know any fat grown ups?
Oh damn, she was like, yeah, I might know a few, but I'm not gonna name any names. Yet again, kids are so sassy, like it's actually quite scary. They are honestly so shady. It's like if you ever want a genuine true opinion, ask a child, they'll tell you exactly how they feel.
It's amazing to me how many people will use their illegal full names on their TikTok accounts and then say the worst things to me and then expect me to not go and find them on Facebook. Let's take Jamie, for example. He really went all out with this comment. Spots everywhere, bags from hell, sticky, blotchy complexion, roots. The list goes on. And then he called me a thing, which, thanks, Jamie. So I took a little gander at his profile, I looked at his following, and I found one of his mutual friends, who I then searched up on Facebook, and then found Jamie's Facebook from that guy's Facebook. And then I subsequently found his wife, whom I sent a nice little message saying, "Hey, this is how your husband talks to women online. Good luck." I had to let him know that I found him, which then scared him, and he removed his full name from his TikTok account. Hi, Jamie. I can say with a lot of confidence that you probably shouldn't be talking to women like that. Your wife is gorgeous, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you need to be very careful what you say online. Yet again, it's men like that. They've got the audacity. It's just interesting to think that they'll literally comment that and then probably forget about it and then she like put back with the issue. I wonder what the wife says. Like, I wonder if she knows what her husband says online.
Hello, miss. Is everything okay? Is everything alright? Do you wanna go to your room?
It's not fair!
Oh.
Miss, do you wanna
What's
go?
funny? I'm
wanna go-
pregnant. What's funny? Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing at me!
Miss, I'd just, advise you to like calm down. I know you're pregnant. I know things are
No,
happening.
you don't know because you're a man. You do not know what it's like. You don't know.
Oh my god, I wonder what was going through there. Obviously, she was a bit stressed, but yet again, you know how she was like, don't laugh. That's me whenever I'm in situations. If you're ever in a situation like that, like you just start to randomly laugh. Like, I feel bad for her, but it sounds like she's going for a bad time, but that guy's totally me. It's like, what you do? Like, honestly, it's like, oh, the smirk just starts growing in my face.
Everybody, this is Jaden's Snapchat. This is his mom, the one that's supposed to be dead. This is his grandmother that left him, which was a lie. I'm sorry that everyone's having to deal with his lies and his stories and him doing this and doing that. We don't live life that way. He's not a drug dealer. He has no access to drugs. He has no access to anything. He didn't try to kill himself on his four-wheeler. He did not break his ankle. Let's see, the story goes on. And I'm sorry to all the young ladies that were disrespected by him. That's not how we operate in this household. So I'm going to let Jaden apologize to y'all now, because that's how we do things. Get up, Jaden.
Oh, go
Get
on,
on here and tell
Jaden.
everybody you're sorry.
I'm sorry for whoever I disrespected.
He
and
looks
called
12.
Okay, and what else do we not do?
you. Not be racist.
That's right. We do not use the N-word in this house. So I'm sorry to everyone that had to hear Jaden talk this way. If you have any questions, and again, if you have any questions or concerns, please message his Snapchat, because I have his phone. And anybody else that's saying cuss words on here, I'll contact your parent too.
By the looks of it, Jaden was around about 12 years old, but you want to know something I have to learn one day? That's definitely going to be a day that he's not going to forget. Oh my god, imagine that. Like, imagine your mum literally hijacking your phone and posting that in your story.
That's so sad, because your name is on the Wi-Fi code. Mr. Tyler, born in May 1996. I'll have a sleepover with your parents tonight. No, you don't have an Airbnb, because you got evicted. And you're either gonna send us the $1,000 back, or we're gonna have a sleepover with your parents.
Okay, so that was part 1. We do have part 2, which is basically the person explaining the video, but let's read some of the comments. They look straight into the camera because you got evicted. I know. Like, she was proper calling him out. She called out his name, his date of birth, his parents. Like, she was on a right roll. I need more details about Tyler. Exactly. Now we're gonna watch part 2.
Okay, so for those of you asking what happened, this is for you.
Hey. So, I just wanted to come on and post the update about the whole Airbnb Mr. Tyler 1996 situation. It's kind of a long story, so bear with me. So, flashback to New Year's Eve. My friends and I were going to a music festival, and we had booked this Airbnb probably 2 months prior, and everything looked great. I mean, he was a super host, had great reviews, so we were very excited. Things started to get kind of sketchy when we were driving up to Jacksonville. The Airbnb host had sent us 2 different codes for the door and just stopped responding to any questions that we had, like where to park or how to get into the building. Just kind of went ghost. But we're already driving there, so we're like, we're just gonna see what happens when we get there. It took a little longer than anticipated to get to Jacksonville, so we're already cutting it close making it to the festival. We didn't really have time to get ready, so we're all a little stressed out. We get to the door. None of the codes he gives us are working. So we all start calling him, blowing his phone up repeatedly. And the neighbor came out and actually asked us, hey, are you guys trying to get into an Airbnb in this building? Because a couple was here last night and the same exact thing happened to them. The person who had lived there got evicted because according to the lease, you're not allowed to do Airbnbs out of the apartment, and he just never took the listing down. At this point, I had had enough, so I opened my handy dandy Google and found all of his information. So I sent him a text message and I said, hey, are we supposed to meet at, insert your parents' address here, because clearly the address you gave us for the Airbnb is wrong. This man called me back so quickly. I don't necessarily remember exactly what was said on the phone because I was a little filled with rage. And to top it all off, there were no other Airbnbs available, not a single hotel room open within a 45-minute radius of the festival because there was a huge other sporting event going on and, you know, it was New Year's Eve, so we're basically screwed. Thankfully, we knew other people going to this festival and were able to crash on the floor of their real Airbnb. As we're on our way to this new Airbnb, his girlfriend texted me. Just read this.
Okay, we're gonna read them right now. If you want to send threats, I'll give you an address you can meet me, sweetheart. Don't call my boyfriend sending threats to ruin him, because I promise I'll give you what he won't. Babes, your BF got evicted and scamming people out of Airbnbs, leaving them without nowhere to stay. You have bigger things to worry about. Exactly, why is he literally getting his girlfriend to message you? It's like, come on, Tyler, man up and give them their money back.
I was so over it. Girl, you have bigger things to worry about, come on. After I sent that last text to her, I never heard from either of them again. But in the end, Airbnb ended up refunding us, and they paid for a percentage of our hotel room for the next night. Should have paid for the whole thing.
I mean, to be fair, fair play to Airbnb. I honestly hope they banned his account. Yeah, Airbnb's kind of sketchy. I've heard a lot of stories like that. But yet again, like, why is he doing that? And why is he getting his girlfriend to message you? Notice how these men always hide behind their women. There was no G if it was him again. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. I still would have rocked up to his parents' place. Exactly, like, I want to find out who he is. You should have been like that girl who found out, like, the person's Facebook page. Figure out who he is on Facebook, find his parents, and then contact them. Because at the end of the day, if their son's doing that, they should be very aware of it. No, call his parents, tell them what he's doing, please. Exactly, like, his parents need no.
If a girl wants a guy who's older, it's a preference. If a guy wants a girl who's younger, it's creepy.
I got a question for you, Jimmy. Why do you think some women prefer older men? Real question. Usually a woman will say that she prefers an older man because she wants someone who is mature, emotionally intelligent, confident, financially secure, stable, etc. Now let me ask you, why do you think some men say that they prefer younger women? Men who prefer younger women, can't talk to women their own age, want someone who they think is more pure, naive, easier to manipulate, and usually has some weird sexual attraction to youth. The reason why there isn't a double standard is because these aren't the same thing. If a guy were to say that he prefers older women for their emotional intelligence and maturity, nobody would bat an eye. Now, I think all age preferences are stupid. You should treat people as individuals and talk to people in the same stage of life as you. The reason why one is weird and the other isn't is because they aren't the same thing. And that is true for literally every fake double standard you pointed out in this video.
Yeah, I mean, he basically took every single thing that I was thinking and put it into words in this TikTok video. I can't even add anything, that is just the truth. When a girl says she prefers an older guy, her limit is usually 5 years. Ask a guy and it's almost always 18, 19, 20 and he's like 30 to 40. Exactly, a lot of times the oldest people like my age will go for is like 4 or 5 years older. But I'm telling you, people are like double my age are going for people younger than me and I'm 20. And the youngest these men will go is 18. They would go younger if it was legal. Exactly, it's like 18 is the youngest they can get and they always go for that. Like if they're maybe going for like 25, 26, you know, maybe someone who's slightly older, like it would be different. But they're literally going for teenagers. His comment section is sending me but also scaring me. Okay, so I don't have his comments like the original Stitch video. I'm basically assuming a lot of people are probably agreeing with him or like the boys are saying stuff. It's just weird. It's like, oh, bad vibes.
So my boyfriend's dad is a middle school English teacher. And he used to be a prison guard. And he was telling us how he would get more respect from the prisoners than he does from the middle school.
Doesn't surprise me.
He gave us an example. This one girl wanted to sit in a different seat and he said no. So she called him a pedophile.
A pedophile?
It hurt his feelings.
I mean, yeah, don't blame him. It's probably one of the worst things you could ever say to someone. Prison guard to middle school English teacher is such a dramatic change, lol. Exactly, that's like a pretty dramatic change. Like, no one ever does that. He needs to make a game middle schooler or prisoner with examples from each setting and y'all have to guess who did it. Oh my god, yeah. That'll be like a proper good game show. Forget I'm a Celebrity, it's on in the UK right now. We need that.
My brother, Charles Spring, is 15 years old and in year 11 at Fluent Grammar. In my opinion, he is the nicest person in the history of the universe.
That is such a wholesome video, and don't mind me, I'm just getting ready for work. I just needed to reply to this video before work because I need to get it off my chest. I thought this video was so cute, like really wholesome. It gives you a good idea of how strong sibling love is, and there's really not much a lot stronger than sibling love other than if you compare like parent love, and yeah, I would think that's pretty much it. My brother is the sweetest person in this universe. When I was 10 years old, I got my first room alone. And I was so excited because I've been sharing my room with my brothers for so long. So getting my own room was such a milestone. But when the night would creep in, I was scared to sleep alone. So I would go into Jensen's room and I would tell him, Jensen, I'm scared. Can you sleep with me, please? And sometimes he would say yes, and he would just come in my room, and he would sleep either on the floor or next to me in my bed. Then, some nights, he would say no, so I would have to go back into my room, be all terrified, and then I would fall asleep, and then I would wake up, and Jensen would be on the floor. Another reason why my brother is literally the sweetest person in this world is because he has a lot of tattoos. Like, my brother tattooed up, but he only has one name tattoo, and it's mine.
Oh.
He literally got my name tatted on him. Not my mom's, not his girlfriend's, mine.
That's so cute.
Like, I'm telling you, sibling love just hits differently. Because sibling love hits so differently, that's the reason I'm stitching this video. Because your brother murdered mine. I'm going to assume that you had no idea about this, considering the fact that you posted that video 7 months after your brother murdered my brother. So let me give you the details. Your brother shot Jansen 16 times, hit him with the weapon, and had a getaway driver. So no, it was not self-defense. And as you have acknowledged in your video, your brother is an adult and he has to own up to what he did.
Oh my god, like that is not the ending. I was like, oh, I did not expect that. I thought it was a wholesome story time. My face dropped. Exactly. Like I was thinking, oh my god, this is gonna be so cute. Like I don't know, the brother maybe like farted in the room and she was gonna call him out. I didn't expect that ending, but you wanna know something? I hope your brother gets justice because that's awful to go through.
Why did you say konnichiwa to me?
Because
You know, I went to go look at this video, but the internet already did its internet things. They found his name, where he works. He deleted his LinkedIn. They found the email for his company. And they even found out that the woman that he's with is not his wife. He has a wife. So who is she? This man's life about to fall apart. And that's what he gets. I am so proud of the girl who called him out on his... Like, his excuse for saying konnichiwa is that he's a Hong Kong businessman. That doesn't make sense. Konnichiwa is Japanese, bro. Like, it's so stupid. Racists have like 0 brain cells. And he ruined his life for what? To be a dick? Like, I hope you're happy. I hope it served you well. Enjoy the divorce. Bye.
I'm gonna give you a tiny bit of context about the original clip. Basically, I think it was like a Japanese woman. She was in like a train station or something like that. And that man like walked past her and said konnichiwa because she was like, you know, Asian. But you know, like, why would you say that? That's so weird. Damn, it's like, why would you say that? Like, that's so weird. There's also the fact that she like called him out in video. Fair play to her. And like people found out his name, his address, where he worked, and the woman he was with him wasn't his wife. It's like, if you're ever gonna be racist, like, just don't do it in public. And like, don't do it to someone's face, or just don't do it, full stop. They also found out his mistress's Instagram. Damn, people are like the FBI online. Update, he's been fired and his LinkedIn account is gone. Well, yeah, of course it is, because he's literally been exposed. He has a wife and that's not his wife. Yeah, it's like, come on, if you're gonna like at least cheat on your wife, you know, be discreet about it, or just don't do it. Love the internet sometimes. Exactly. Like, sometimes I really hate the internet, but in times like this I love it. I'm so proud of the girl to stand up. Exactly, he was being horrible to her. She stood up for herself, and now he's ruined his life and his mistress's life. Well, anyways guys, that's some people got called out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see me do more videos like this, let me know, definitely will. Press the big red subscribe and see you all tomorrow for another video.